Let's look at the Philadelphia Eagles defensive front four now. They say he's the most awesome in the NFL. You won't get an argument here. Reggie White, the left end, joined up front by Pitts, Brown, and Simmons. The linebacking core, Joyner, Evans, and Harris. And the secondary, Jenkins, Allen, Bell, and Hopkins. Craig looking deep, good on under pressure. Back at the 28-yard line. Byron Evans, the first one in there, forcing Craig down. They're down to the 43-yard line.
Seattle didn't listen to him.
Warner again. Jerome Brown was the one who slowed him down to the backfield for the Seahawks. They're back at their own 29-yard line. Pressure comes. Craig on his way down. Back at the 20-yard line. Clyde Simmons is so quick from the outside. Mike Pitts also there. Hunting from back at his own 30-yard line. Let's see if they give Gizmo Williams a chance to touch the ball. Only 22 seconds left in the half. And it's a fake. Rodriguez floating it out. It'll be short of the first down as it's taken in by Nesby Glasgow. Al Harris, longtime member of the Chicago Bears, making the hit. Left in the third quarter. 24-7, Philadelphia leads. The ball at the Eagle 25-yard line. Craig has it picked off. Isel Jenkins with the interception. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. It looked like he was going for the tight end, Robert Tyler.
Here goes your Norris rule.
They're on their feet at Veterans Stadium. And they have been for the last minute and a half. As the defense came back out of the field, they're also chanting Reggie in the background. Craig for his tight end, intercepted. Todd Bell, the strong safety. Out of bounds inside the 25.
Joe Evans, number 56 for Philadelphia, the linebacker, had Tyler covered all the way. And all Bell was doing was just playing center.
To their own 25-yard line. Stauffer throwing an interception. Picked off by Eric Everett. On his way in, touchdown Eagles. The icing on the cake as far as Philadelphia is concerned. He'll take it off, and he'll take off this down in a nickel situation. Stauffer is hit by Simmons, and he's down again. Back inside the 3. And we have wound our way finally now down to the 2-minute warning. Philadelphia in the driver's seat on this opening Sunday of the
Turner, who caused the fumble. Montana will go deep left side. Maybe. No, he will. 4 wide receivers, and Montana chased again. Caught it. Montana. Oh! Reggie. And Montana trips again. Good motion. Across the middle, picked up. Straight 4-man rush. Across the middle, picked up. Al Harris. Straight 4-man rush. Got it.
After an 18-yard gain from the 35-yard line, Tom Zach fakes to the right, goes to the left, throws short, intercepted at the 42-yard line by Eric Allen. And Philadelphia has it at the 45 on a pass intended for Wendell Davis. 2nd and 7 at the Philadelphia 48-yard line. Inside handoff to Anderson, and he's wrapped up by Jerome Brown. The one-time Miami Hurricane in his 3rd year and beginning to come into his own.
Somehow or other, the ball got underneath his left arm.
So it's a first down. Thomas Sanders is in as the running back. He has the ball and goes nowhere. It'll be 2nd down and 10 at the 38-yard line. Reggie White still making the tackle.
Western threatening to win the Big Ten.
Say what? 3rd down and 2 from the 16, and Tomczak slips. He is down at the 11. Now the Eagles will take a timeout and they'll get the ball back.
A word with more than 5 letters in it.
Does that mean eating? 2nd down and 3 from the 42-yard line. Anderson. And
he dropped the ball.
First down fumbles. And it's Wes Hopkins who should be at the bottom of the pile and is.
Big old guard always likes to find a little old defensive back hanging around down
Find
there.
somebody with a 30 on it.
Oh, you love it.
Fumble. And the Giants do get it back. Jerome Brown batted it out of Sims' hand. And Meggett made the recovery.
One that he tried in a week, and that one didn't look too good.
Not so graceful. Flag on the play as Sims was back to throw. He is sacked by the Eagles. Clyde Simmons, Reggie White, and Mike Pitts all there. But a penalty marker down.
Pass he's caught in the NFL. It's his life.
Meggett hit behind the line of scrimmage by Reggie White. The Giants trying to hurry it up. He got a good block from Bavaro that time. Here's Sims to throw again. Up into the pocket and sacked. For the 2nd time today, that's Clyde Simmons from behind. Split wide to the right.
And no one's on him.
No one on him now. Now they change. Finally, they get Andre Waters over on Meggett. Flag on the play. Sims looking, chased, and sacked by Reggie White.
And had Sims had time, he could have thrown it to Meggett for a touchdown. And had he not had hold of it.
The Bears coming back with 2nd and 10. The Giants with their own 11. Sims draw play. O.J. Anderson hit behind the line of scrimmage by Jerome Brown, number 99. And the crowd again is very vocal. A loss of 3. The Giants have 44 yards rushing today. The Eagles have 78. Out of the spread, Phil Sims gets a good snap. And out of the end zone and tackled at the 5 by Seth Joyner.
Meggett could very well be the starting running back for the Giants.
I think you're right. They'll go back to the Joe Morris type of attack. That's Anderson behind the line of scrimmage by Jerome Brown.
You know, Jerome Brown's playing the best game that I've seen. In fact, in the play now, Phil Sims can't go out of the shotgun. He had to come up under center.
Back to throw it is Sims. Pass is picked off by Frizzell. The Eagles have it. Intended for Ingram. Frizzell just took it away from him. That's the first turnover today for the
players that they cannot get down because of the injuries. They just have to play that much harder. Tupa has a lot of time, but nobody open. And he's down at the 32. Clyde Simmons, since they've had 3rd down, long 2. Tupa under pressure. Going to be sacked at the 41-yard line. Jerome Brown, one of the first there. Eric Everett up from the secondary as well. Philadelphia on 2nd down and 8. snap, but Tupa handled it. Overthrown and intercepted. Ezel Jenkins picks it off at about the 2-yard line, and Philadelphia will turn Phoenix away again. Tom Tupa at quarterback as Earl Farrell comes in motion. Jordan. I'm telling you, Al Harris just refused to be blocked again. First and 10 at the 14. Jordan. Philadelphia waiting for him as 3 green shirts are there. 15. They do it in the fourth quarter. Tupa has it knocked away. Whoa. Jerome Brown holds on. Brown rumbling out across the 40 before he's dragged down. Byron Evans tipped the ball out of Tupa's hands, and Jerome Brown got it and brought it back 16 more yards. Phoenix now in the 10th play of this drive. Big pitch, Farrell up the middle, fumble. Hopkins trying to hold on. He dropped it, but it does appear as if Philadelphia's come up with it.
And that's what's been killing the Cardinals, those turnovers, and there's a great opportunity to make some points. Again, I'm surprised. The big surprise to me is the way he moved.
Again, the spread formation to draw to Sikahema, but he will go nowhere. Reggie White hauls him down as he gets to the game. 3 of them to the near side. 3 seconds left in the first half. Tupa throwing it about as far as he can. Into the end zone. Intercepted. And it's going to be run out by Andre Waters just to see what happens as time has expired on the clock. Waters looking for help. A penalty flag is thrown as Waters has dropped at about the 15. Called for the hold, so it moves it back to the 20. First down and 10. Nothing happening up the middle for Jordan.
Got to get the ball inside someplace in the middle, the way that defense is spread out.
Intercepted by Seth Joyner, who steps out of bounds at the 25. And that may be the first ill-timed pass decision Tupa has made today. The 5th Cardinal turnover. For the Cardinals. Ernie Jones has been the #1 receiver. Tupa thrown to the ground. Mike Golick. That's the 4th Philadelphia sack of the day. Pretty expensive place to take a nap. Buy a seat. Might as well stay home. Tupa under pressure, hammered by Jerome Brown. That's the 5th sack of Tom Tupa on the first play of the fourth quarter. We're talking about a small guy either. Tupa is 6'4", 220. Firing in, it's intercepted. An ill-advised pass that time. It was intended for Rob Awalt, the tight end, and Al Harris had a better shot at it. We were impressed with his poise yesterday, and we've been impressed with his poise today. It was actually Friday, I guess. Here he gets a little chance to lose his poise.
Well, he didn't.
Jerome Brown and Reggie White, brother.
When you talk about, one thing, he doesn't have nervous feet. He hangs in there good.
Whoa. Got the pressure that time. Jerome Brown and William Frizzell. Frizzell coming from the left on the safety blitz. This is an experience. 4th down. Again under pressure. Picked off. William Frizzell coming the other way. Out to the 32. Louis Sharp.
And left a note on the answering machine. He said they wanted him to come to St. Louis. And he got here before he even talked to anybody personally about coming to the press.
Eric Allen picks off Tom Tupa's pass. And the Cardinals' last very faint hope just went out the window.
Ball still at the 36-yard line. The tight end's got to be one-on-one coverage. Set up his screen. Bo Jackson beats Harris. Evans gets to him, though, along with Wes Hopkins, the defensive back. It's a loss of a couple of yards. 2nd and 20. They double up Golf Fernandez to the same side. Strader again with ample time. Now the pocket collapses, and the Eagles get their first sack of the day. It goes to Mike Pitts. Reggie White also in there.
I'm going to tell you what, Reggie White, I'm sorry, folks, we got to keep showing this thing, but eventually they're going to call it because Reggie White is held.
Jackson, the eyes, they shift out with Steve Smith in the backfield. Bo Jackson on the pitch. No support on the play. And he loses a yard back at the 22.
It's a good play if you don't get caught.
1st and 10 for the Raiders. Their own 36-yard line. Raider in trouble. Here comes Joyner. He's got him for the sack. Second sack of the afternoon. Pressure again. He goes up for Jackson. It's intercepted by Jenkins. Flags down. It's taken to the 30. Down inside the 30 to the 24-yard line. Flags down, though, in the offensive backfield.
I got to believe that they're holding. Clyde Simmons is really upset.
Back at their own 25-yard line. Pressure comes. Berline gets it away. It's intercepted by Evans at the 30. Down to the 20. He's put down near the 17. Byron Evans.
They had a lot of people in Berline.
2nd and 2. Missed handoff. Berline in no man's land. And he loses 3 back to the 47, near the 48. Started to pull back to Penn State's national championship team back in '86. He stays in the backfield with Bo Jackson. It gets the pitch. And Jackson put down in a hurry. He loses a yard back to the 25.
Outside with Eric Allen, number 21.
The pitch to Jackson on 2nd down. They get to Bo Jackson in a hurry on 3rd and 6 with the ball at the 16. Pressure on Berline. He's down. Back at the 23. Near the 24. Seth Joyner, the first one in there for the Eagles. By Jager to tie it up. So we wind down to the 2-minute warning. Out of the hold of the punter, Gossett. It's up. And it's on its way in wide right. He pushed it right. Jager now 0 for 2 on the afternoon.
Deep back in the eye behind Melvin Bratton. Here's the toss to Humphrey. Bobbles it. Gets a perfect basketball bounce back into his arms. And the ball is whistled down.
Allow Elway to throw on 1st down.
Sewell and Winder are in the backfield now out of the shotgun. Elway. Dipped. Picked off by Izell Jenkins. Number 46. Looks for a convoy and counter punches to the 41-yard line. The pass just a little bit high, but then it was tipped by a receiver and returned 18 yards.
Outside right now, and he's having to adjust to it, having to get used to it.
2nd down and 8. Reggie White. Oh, did he blow in?
They need a break, so the running game helps their defense.
Reggie White just got a sack, his 5th of the year. Here comes the stunts. Frizzell on the blitz. Elway lets it go. Eric Allen picks it off. Frizzell was coming on the blitz. That allowed Allen to run under the pass. 3rd turnover the Eagles have accomplished in the first half of play. Denver backs in the eye. Play fake. Elway being chased by Simmons. And runs it out of bounds as Seth Joyner comes over to help.
And then finally gets his ball off to Young, who worked himself open.
1:20 to go. Elway, incomplete. And was he in the grass?
Looks like they're ruling he was in the grass.
Clyde Simmons got there. 2nd down and 10. Split backs. Elway with time. No, he doesn't. Fumble. That's a live football. John may be shaken up. No, he's going to get up and be all right. Trail 14-7. Trying to go 7-1 at the halfway point. Here comes Frizzell on the blitz. They got him. That's the 4th sack today. 5th. 5 times that Dan Reed's quarterback has been dropped behind the line. 21-14. 3rd quarter. 4.5 to go. Broncos trail. Play fake by Elway. Brown has it. And a 10-yard loss. Jerome Brown unimpeded. That is the 6th sack of John Elway. Stay winless through the first half of the year. 3rd down and 12. Elway, another rush. Mike Pitts has him. That's 7 sacks. This is an injured offensive. Elway intercepted. Eric Everett has it, number 42. And he counter punches to the 49-yard line. 4th and 10. And no timeouts left. Quarterback draw. Fumble. Philadelphia football.
In that rule right there, the only way that ball could have been recovered would have been by Elway. That's the old Raider rule, the Kenny Stabler rule.
Brinson on a draw play loses a couple of yards. The crowd doesn't like it. McMahon throws incomplete, intercepted. Eric Allen to the 23-yard line. First down, Chargers. Butts is hit by Reggie White immediately, and he's thrown for a loss in the 4th period, and we're tied at 17. Dana Brinson is hit. The ball's on the ground. We'll wait to see who got it.
Looked like Joe Caravello, number 46, recovered the fumble. But Mike Pitts is in there battling with him.
Well, there was no signal immediately, so they could still be wrestling at the bottom of that pile. We'll wait to see who has it by the time the officials get down to it. The Eagles.
Morris again. Oh, nailed Andre Waters. Was the first man there, and then some help. 3-0. Washington leads it. Converting the turnover into a field goal. Morris. Fumble. Hit from behind by Seth Joyner. And picked up. First down and 10 now. Quick count. Whoa! Hello. Byron Evans. The middle linebacker.
The hammer.
And winding up with hard rock just before the game starts. Biner. And Clyde Simmons, who has really come on this year.
They don't seal off.
Monk goes wide to the left on 3rd and 14. That's Tice in motion, followed by Joyner. They roll it left, and Williams is sacked.
Glad I'm in California.
Absolutely. As if the sun hits. Oh, boy, Williams gets knocked down. Right at the snap.
How many times have we seen that this year? We did the 49er game earlier.
2nd down and 7.
Blitz.
Mike Pitts. Andre Waters. That's Terry Orr in the backfield. And Seth Joyner.
Maybe you block it. Who knows?
Jamie Morris's 38th carry, and now Philadelphia will call time all year long. 2nd and 10. Whoa, boy, Byron Evans. No, Clyde Simmons. 10, Minnesota, back split. Wilson, deep left side. Intercepted. Eric Allen gets his 6th interception of the year.
On and put in someone's face and bit, stuff like that.
2nd down, Wilson back. Here comes the rush. There's a fumble. That is a live ball. Picked up and lateral back to Mike Golick by Reggie White. 17-yard return. Backs behind Wade Wilson. Leo Lewis in motion. Wilson chased and down. Jerome Brown got there. That's the second sack for the Eagles today. 2nd and 8. Blitz coming. And they hand it off to Finney. He breaks the tackle. Flags are down. The ball is loose at the 1. If the play stands, it is a Philadelphia recovery. But if you thought there was confusion before, wait till they
Unravel this baby.
unravel this baby.
I mean,
exactly.
I'm not going to say anything.
Terry and I are now going to proceed with the layout. And let Johnny Greer explain it all in November. Here's Johnny Greer.
Personal foul, low block on the offense. The penalty is refused. First down, Philadelphia.
Split backs this time. Finney right and Walker to the left side. That's Finney in motion. Fumble. Byron Evans laterals to Allen. Fumbles again. Out of bounds.
Whoa!
That's Eric Allen. Leo Lewis, no.
You do the Hail Mary.
Well, the 3 potentials are to the left side. And here's Wilson. Intercepted. Picked off by William Lefty Frizzell.
That sounds serious.
That's a big old hematoma.
So there is nothing there. Clyde Simmons on the stop, a loss of 2.
I think extra play over the center because of the single block.
Blitz coming. Aikman's pass is intercepted by Mike Golick. And Golick is out of bounds deep in Dallas territory.
Golick is a happy defensive lineman. I think that's the 2nd time in 2 weeks he's handled the ball.
It's tough to make progress. Flag again on the play. Aikman is thrown down in the end zone. And a fracas breaks out. Brett Hager was the man who hit him with flags all over the place.
That's going to be a penalty against the Eagles.
This is one of those that continues.
Look at Gogan there. He's going in a stand. This is a real fight.
That was Jerome Brown that Gogan was going after. We need the Marcus of Queensberry here instead of Gene Barth.
They need a cage to put those guys in, a cage match.
They forgot it stinks.
Let me restate the fouls. We had an encroachment foul against the defense, which was enforced. We have offsetting unnecessary roughness fouls. However, the Philadelphia foul was a disqualification foul on number 74.
It was number 74. The Eagles score on a 7-yard touchdown pass from Cunningham to Carter. They lead 7-0 as Ruzek kicks off to Dixon. Ruzek falls on it and keeps it.
That was the reason that Jimmy Johnson got rid of Roger Ruzek, because of his short kickoff.
Aikman backpedals. Up into the pocket. Finally cut down.
Got all the stuff.
Are claiming they've got it. Wes Hop Hopkins thinks he got it, and he did. The Eagles come up with it. They already lead 17-0.
I think Andre Waters came in there and made the pop.
Aikman. James Dixon, the intended receiver. Allen was with him as a flag down in the end zone.
I don't know that I would mess too much with Eric Allen because his coverage has been excellent.
Straight back. Aikman's pass is picked off by Byron Evans. And the Eagles get it back. Junior Tartalatasi took him down. Pressure sack by Reggie White.
That's where Reggie White likes to line up.
When they go with 4 wideouts. Now they have 3 tight ends. Anderson left side, and there is nothing there. Clyde Simmons made the initial contact.
That was before he knew he had a broken ankle.
Right. Sims under pressure. The ball's loose. And the Eagles' Williams Brazil has it. Laterals, touchdown, Philadelphia, Andre Waters. Reggie White made the hit that knocked it loose from Sims.
That's how the Eagles got here, Pat. We talked about that. The turnovers coming into the game, they had 46. Buddy Ryan says that's what we have to do. We have to make things happen on defense. Watch Reggie White. He lines up in the outside. He's a left end going against Doug Riesenberg. He starts to push, brings that right arm up underneath, goes right by him. He hits Sims right underneath the right arm and knocks the ball out.
Anderson hit behind the line of scrimmage by Mike Pitts. He did well to hang on. Flag on the play. 2nd and 10. Picked off by Clyde Simmons. Simmons still on his feet. Touchdown Eagles. 60 yards for Clyde Simmons.
You know, Phil Sims is playing or throwing with gloves on today. He has done that before, but that ball looked like it just stuck to the gloves because he threw it right to Clyde Simmons.
And this is a heck of a run that Simmons makes.
Watch the ball. Again, it looks like it could stick to the gloves. You see him pump, and then he just brings it down. He just throws it right to Clyde Simmons. Big guy, 6'5", over 300 pounds, University of Minnesota. He's playing right guard.
Here's Sims. Has to come out of the pocket, and is tackled by Simmons.
I tell you, this Eagle defensive line is so big and strong and powerful that they don't have that quick rush the way a Minnesota Viking team does, but they just have that power rush. They just kind of take all your guys and just put them in the back.
2nd and 20 now. Fake draw. Pass is picked off. Eric Allen. And the Eagles get it back to the 30. Odessa Turner brought him down.
That was the same thing. They had Megan out there.
Now they got the 4 wide receivers where they want them. Sims to Megan.
That wouldn't have been close to a first down anyway.
Goal from the 6-yard line. Heck of a throw by Sims. That's Megan. The ball's loose and the Eagles come up with it. Byron Evans makes the recovery. Mike Pitts made the hit. He's limping. 3rd down. Ingram goes in motion this time. And Sims is sacked. Wes Hopkins. Megan split out wide to the right. was there first. 4 sacks.
I'm not sure why that's not a safety.
Look who the punter is. Cunningham. Standing back on the inline. A good kick. A super kick. Gets away from Megan. And is still running away from Megan. Megan down at about the 15. What a job.
That is unbelievable. On the 2. So now, because he didn't have the 10 yards, Cunningham gets back and does the punting. This ball, had Megan not picked it up, would have been a 100-yard punt.
91 as it was an Eagle ring. Reggie White got a hand on Sims. Sims lost the ball. Hit by Mike Pitts, and the Eagles have it. Pitts got it.
Reggie White just ran right over Doug Reason.
Exactly right. And Megan in the backfield. No flag. No penalty. Batted away. Eric Everett hit the ball.
Go look to jump off sides.
Eagles 16 penalties in the last game and 13 the last time these two teams met. So here's a play fake to Aikman. Watch out from the back. Jerome Brown. That's his 9th and a half sack. Clauses in the contract at the end of the year. 1st and 10. Hand off right side. That's Darrell Johnston, number 48. The Cowboy rookie.
Everyone out.
There are numerous signs around here making reference to the Bounty Bowl. The Eagles have won the last 5 non-strike games against Dallas. And carry goes nowhere. Jerome Brown makes the tackle. Well, a lot of games as a team has 7. 1st and 10, Dallas. No score. Blitz coming. And the tackle made by Byron Evans, number 56. Cornell Burbage comes across. Ball on the ground, goes right. Palmer is knocked down for a loss. Reggie White. No shotgun. And the pressure coming. Aikman sacked. Golick got him. That's only his 2nd of the year.
Yeah, but when you play with Reggie White and Jerome Brown.
And that will be the 4th sack of Randall Cunningham today.
Jeff Coach, 77, simply comes up the field, but the problem happened was Darwin went outside to pick up the safety blitz by Manny Hendricks, 45, not realizing the back was behind him. The back was responsible for the blitz. Darwin should have stayed with his man, Jeff Coach.
Roniger, punt. Burbage, flag is down. We're going to have an illegal block on Isaac Holt. And that'll be another Cowboy penalty that will wipe out pretty good field position. There's Isaac Holt, number 30. And they'll bring this one back at the 20-yard line.
Well, the last time the Cowboys had the ball, they had it at their own 45. Look at Jimmy Johnson. He understands that penalties, mistakes, and he said coming into this game that the mistakes that we have made, we the Cowboys, have been little mistakes. Not big mistakes, but little mistakes. Well, these are big mistakes. Anytime you're in a game and you're this close, 20-10, only down by 10 points, every mistake is a big mistake.
So the penalty, here's Jerry Seaman.
Illegal block during the return. Number 30 receiving team. First down.
There's Isaac Holt. I think it was Sammy Lilly who was involved in the play from a Philadelphia point of view. Lower right-hand side is where the infraction occurred, right there.
There it is.
And it was Sammy Lilly.
Yeah, Sammy Little, backup cornerback, and the block by Holt in his back.
the 13-yard line. More snowballs come flying out of the stands. Aikman, 5-yard drop. Now he is sacked at the 3. Mike Pitts. .337 remaining in the ball game. Blitz coming from Wes Hopkins. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Jerry Seaman called grasp and control as the pass was complete. Wes Hopkins. And Aikman is really upset.
Well, all you do is take away the athleticism.
Very good.
Of a quarterback that has the ability to avoid sacks and to get passes off. Now, you be the judge, folks. Would he have gotten that pass off? He got it off. I think boring is really what I was trying to say.
Aikman back. Sack. Clyde Simmons. That's the 5th sack of Aikman today. And Aikman gets under center. Stepnoski. Screen pass, left side. Caught by Claude Latossi, who's in trouble. It could be a safety. No. He will be ruled down at the 1-yard line. Ryan wants the safety call. Doesn't get it. Wes Hopkins.
Let him have it. Let him get it. Let him move it. Keep the clock going.
Right. Fumble. There's the first turnover of the game for Dallas, and the streak continues for the Philadelphia Eagles. That is the 52nd takeaway.
Coach take up a different profession. Usually forced to take up another profession.
Yeah. 1st and 10, and Forcade is in the grasp from Jerome Brown.
Well, Jerome Brown got everybody. After Forcade, he was going after Ben Dreith. There was no one left. That's been a reputation that's followed him all the way from Ole Miss.
2nd and 8. Here's Hilliard again, and Hilliard runs into his own man and is thrown for a loss of a yard. 43. Out of the shotgun. Blitz again. Forcade under pressure. Going deep for Perriman. It was wide open, but the pass was terrible, and Eric Everett intercepts it. And Everett gets tackled out at the 38-yard line. With him, New Orleans has it at the 31. They lead by 4. And here's Hilliard swinging to the outside, but not going anywhere. Andre Waters is the first to form 12 after a 2-yard loss from the 33-yard line. Heavy pressure, and Forcade gets spun down and is very fortunate he held onto the football. Seth Joyner coming in on the blitz.
Yeah, you don't need smelling salts. The Eagles are more than willing to admit old coach. For many reasons. A very gracious statement for Southern Cal.
2nd down, and Forcade is in trouble, and Forcade has to eat it back at the 38, and that really creates for the Saints from the 18-yard line. Forcade under pressure, down he goes at the 12-yard line as Clyde Simmons gets credit for the sack. Hank again. Sole setback is Hilliard. They give it to Dalton, and he runs right into number 56. That's Byron Evans, who takes him down behind the line.
I certainly didn't see anything there that, other than he got held, constituted illegal use of hands unless he grazed the face mask.
3rd and 11, and Forcade, who comes back in the game, gets dropped. Is it a fumble this time? Or was he down on contact? Or was he in the grasp, or just what? No signal yet from Dreith.
Well, that's Jerome Brown, number 99, and they're making it happen again.
It's a fumble, and it's New Orleans ball.
Got enough cops on duty to attack Panama. 1st down and 10. Hogaboom. Farrell. Good night.
Reggie White.
2nd down and 13. 7-7 game. Out of the shotgun, 10-year veteran Gary Hogaboom. Came in relief of Rosenthal last week. Blitz. Seth Joyner coming, and Seth Joyner has it.
Hogaboom, smart enough quarterback, been around long.
40 to go. 1st half. Ward Green in motion. Out of the shotgun, Hogaboom blitz. No in the grass call. Or did they? Yes, they did. Red Cashin. And now another fight breaks out. Clyde Farrell behind Hogaboom. In trouble.
gets him. That's the second and a half sack this year for Allen.
Hanging in there and getting something going in the second quarter.
Ron Wolfley, number 24, in motion. Quick flip out to Ernie Jones. Oh, fumble. Did he get it back, or did the Eagles recover? It's still loose. Now Byron Evans has it. Izell Jenkins forced it. Eagles lead the league in takeaways with 52. Stud again. Pitts goes right. Hogaboom, who's not very agile. That is the 4th sack today. And the 19th sack in the last 3 games. Phoenix trailing by 10 as we open the 4th quarter. 3 wide receivers set for the Phoenix Cardinals, and the Eagles threatening a blitz. Hogaboom lobs it in the end zone, tipped and picked off. Byron Evans with the interception. That's his 3rd of the year. Andre Waters tipped it.
Eight years.
Hogaboom's back in. Intercepted. Eric Everett. And I think they're going to rule him down at the 1-yard line. Yes, they are. It will not be a touchback.
Those hands out in front and kind of turn around.
Fumble, and the Eagles pick it off in midair. Wes Hopkins came up with the ball.
To 10. Everett goes right to work. Sacked by Jerome Brown out and right. -8. Jerome Brown, the man who got there.
Right in that quarterback's face. Look at this defensive line and how they got the sacks. Simmons leads with 11, then Reggie White, then Jerome Brown. They all get their share.
Pitches back to Bell. He is hit behind the line of scrimmage again by Jerome Brown. He may be 300, but he is very quick.
Done any of those things to Everett yet.
That's what everybody said coming in. That was the key, the Rams offensive line against that Eagle defensive front 4. Jerome Brown. Clyde Simmons on the stop. The center, Doug Smith. And Reggie does the job.
That's what the Eagles needed to get going.
And happy about the situation at the moment. Again. Picked off by Izell Jenkins. Jenkins could go. Finally knocked out of bounds at about the 18 by Holohan. That could be the break the Eagles need.
And you know that in time they're going to get it. They led the league in turnovers. Then they all start getting jittery.
Bell behind the line by Byron Evans. Looked awfully close.
What if they're going to review that? It's too late now.
Right now. Everett. Pass is picked off on a rebound by Seth Joyner. Laterals back to Waters. He dropped it. And the scramble's on, but the Eagles came up with it. Izell Jenkins made the recovery. Reason to celebrate for Wes Hopkins.
Which emerged as the team's most consistent unit this season.
Our defensive line is a great defensive line. It's probably the best defensive line in the National Football League.
People look at us like we're crazy when we go on the field, and I could care less right now about that.
In his third year, defensive tackle Jerome Brown exploded with an all-pro caliber year as he set the tempo for the defense. At times, Brown's vast repertoire makes him literally unblockable. The Eagles also got a performance worthy of the Pro Bowl from former 9th-round draft pick, number 96, Clyde Simmons.
Things we ask Clyde to do, we ask no other defensive lineman to do. We involve Clyde quite a bit in our pass coverage in the 46 scheme, and he really solidifies the 46 scheme as it is.
While Simmons consistently made the big play, there was plenty of consistency from number 74, Mike Pitts. But the man who draws the most attention is big number 92, Reggie White. Whether he is creating havoc in the opposing backfield or drawing a triple team, White spearheads an aggressive young defense that has arrived. Middle linebacker Byron Evans was a question at the beginning of the season, but he answered with 3 games with over 20 stops and 184 total tackles to lead the team. The secondary is anchored by Pro Bowl corner Eric Allen, number 21, whose 8 interceptions led the NFC this season.